is not the issue today, Spartan Locke. It is my trust you must earn.
Arbiter?
You are a hunter, yes. A seeker of things.
That's not the official job title, but it's close enough.
And now you hunt other Spartans.
I'm not so much hunting a Spartan as I'm hunting the Spartan.
You seek.
117.
I was not told the identity of your prey.
That is why I'm sharing it with you now. We're talking about trust, after all. May I ask you something? Your people used to call him Demon. Was that an insult or a compliment?
An insult, to be sure, but one with a modicum of respect. He was indeed my enemy, but in time, I named him ally, even friend. The events which forged this bond were complicated.
I gotta tell you guys, I was extremely excited to get my hands on the Master Chief Collection. I am a massive Halo fan, although not one of these uber crazy people who spends 9 hours a day on the online multiplayer. I'm one of the guys that really enjoys the campaigns. That's just who I am, and I'll go on for some online matches here and there, but I love playing the Halo games in co-op, online especially. So when this compilation was announced, I was really jazzed up. Sure, I was a little disappointed that Halo Reach wasn't included, but come on, this was like the ultimate Halo collection, and it looked incredible. And I gotta say, in a lot of ways, it really held up, at least in terms of the campaigns. They're amazing. You get the Halo Anniversary Edition that was pretty much reworked for the Xbox 360. You get Halo 3 and Halo 4 that have been both upscaled and look great in 1080p, running at a solid 60 frames per second. But the big icing on the cake is the Anniversary Edition of Halo 2. It's been completely reworked and looks incredible. The cutscenes have also been redone and look just better than you could possibly imagine. Do you remember how the textures used to pop in the original Halo 2 on the original Xbox? Well, that's been completely fixed here, and it looks absolutely breathtaking. I love that you can turn on and off all the alterations on both the first two Halo games to really see how much work went into the games. Even the audio has been reworked, and while some fans don't really like the new audio or new sound effects that have been put in the game, I think it really holds up shockingly well. It's fantastic. Honestly, the campaigns for all 4 games are just, I would say, near perfect. Now, one aspect that I was a little worried about was the user interface, but with a few tweaks via updates, it's exactly where it needs to be for the campaigns. In a few seconds, you can play any chapter you want. Now, for the multiplayer, we gotta talk about this. Okay, when the game launched, it was pretty much unplayable. Steven and I tried to play some matches. We tried to create like a custom playlist with maps from Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and well, it was a bloody disaster. It took forever for the games to load. Sometimes they would not load at all. Other times we would finish a match and then wait for loading. It was a total nightmare. And well, Microsoft have released patches to fix this. I haven't tried many more because I was kind of really ticked off with what I played. I mean, it's gotten better. I did try a few things and it has definitely improved, but just be warned, I don't know, at the time of this recording, it's still not 100%. Now, something interesting is that Microsoft has offered ODST, the campaign, game for free to anyone who purchased the Master Chief Collection before the end of the holiday season. I thought that was a nice way of them saying sorry. Now, one other thing that's kind of interesting, if you do play the multiplayer and you pick maps from, say, Halo 1 or Halo 2 or Halo 3 or Halo 4, it's interesting because you got to remember how the games were played. In other words, you could play a Halo 1 map and think to yourself, oh, I'm going to dual wield, and then realize, whoops, you can't dual wield. So it does take a little bit of getting used to on that, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker, not by a long shot. It's just something that takes a little bit of time to wrap your head around. But overall, if the matchmaking gets fixed, I would say that this is one of the best compilations ever released. But as it is right now, again, I have recorded this prior to the holiday season. The matchmaking patch is supposed to be released, but it hasn't yet. So I would just say, you know, be leery of this. If they fix the matchmaking, then yeah, I'd really recommend this. Go out because it's an incredible compilation. But if the matchmaking continues to be problematic, then it really depends on you. If you like the Halo series for the campaigns, well, go ahead and just pick it up because it's incredible. All 4 Halo games plus a free ODST version being thrown in. I mean, the only thing it's missing, which is kind of a shame because it's one of my favorite games in the series, is Halo Reach. If it had that, man, this would have been near perfect. Again, depending on where the matchmaking is for the online multiplayer at the point when you decide to buy it. So pretty much that's it, guys. It's a very good game, except that it was completely broken at launch because of the online matchmaking service just did not work. But for the campaigns, it was absolutely brilliant. And I went through the first 2 Halo games. I checked out Halo 3 and Halo 4 quickly just to see how they held up. And I gotta say, it's a really good series, this. So if you want a little bit more information, be sure to check out projectcoe.com for the full written review. Otherwise, go ahead and see what the latest update is on the matchmaking. If it's been fixed, then I would easily be able to recommend Halo the Master Chief Collection exclusively on the Xbox One.
Where are we?
Checking coordinate impact data.
We have asked you to give up your family, your childhood, your future.
Cortana,
I'm sorry. It's the crash. I'm fine.
something was wrong even before we left the Dawn.
Chief? Really? I'm fine.
Cortana.
I was put into service 8 years ago.
8 years.
AIs deteriorate after 7, Chief.
Halsey.
Chief.
We need to find Halsey.
Chief, please.
She made you. She can fix you.
I won't recover from rampancy, Chief.
If we can just get back to Earth and find Halsey, she can fix this.
Don't make a girl a promise you can't keep. We need to move.